Hey you guys, it is me and it is November 26, 2019. It's going on 5:30 right now and I'm back with another update. I know these last few days I haven't been doing one, but I decided to go ahead and do one today because this is an exemplar, this is a great example of what I'm talking about when I say the girls have highs and the girls have lows. These last few days, well, scratch that. Before yesterday, the girls were doing wonderful. The girls were doing perfect. They were just happy little babies. Not necessarily were they doing bad as of yesterday, but I still consider it one of the lows and one of the things that'll change your attitude towards, change your attitude from being happy to, oh, I feel so low, I feel so sad, and all that. But, yesterday, I'm not going to talk about the other few days because they were pretty much the same as that last update I did. But yesterday, the nurse noticed that Carmen's head had grown when she measured the circumference. The circumference of her head was being measured like every few days. So they were staying on top of it, but it had grown like significantly within the last time they had checked it. So they wanted to do a cranial scan to check and see if she was just growing or if it was because of her hydrocephalus. I don't know if you guys knew. Well, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it somewhere. But Carmen was diagnosed with grade 4 IVH on the left side and grade 3 on the right. The left side had gotten worse and it was diagnosed as hydrocephalus, and that's when the buildup of cerebral spinal fluid is it was just an excess of cerebral spinal fluid buildup within the ventricles of her brain. And that can be very dangerous for babies, especially babies that small, because with their soft spots, it's not always easy to detect them right away, detect changes right away, because it just the baby's head can expand, if that makes any sense. But it can build up in that one little pocket of the soft spot, and eventually it was going to be noticeable. And I noticed over the weekend that her head was really, really round. And I just thought maybe her face was getting fat and it made her head look that round or something. But I didn't want to question it because I didn't want to think that it was a hydrocephalus. But it ended up being hydrocephalus anyway. So after they did the cranial scan and the results came back that it was that buildup of cerebral spinal fluid, they decided to go ahead and do it's not technically a shunt. It's I'm gonna call it a shunt though because I don't know I don't know how to pronounce the real name. It starts with a V, but anyways, it's basically like a tiny shunt for manual removal of the fluids on her brain, and this one is temporary until she's big enough to get a regular shunt. So we know for sure she's going to have a shunt now. And it doesn't affect me as much as it did before because I know it's going to help her. And I had to get right emotionally to come to terms with her having a shunt. And I was I was basically really sad that she was going to have this temporary shunt too. Not because of anything that was scaring me about it, because it's a very safe procedure and it's a very clean procedure when you have people who know what they're doing that. So the only thing I was really scared about was the fact that she has to go through that, and she's so small, you guys. It broke my heart, but I came to terms with it because I know it's going to help her. So they did that around 12:40 this morning. Well, no, they started the procedure around 1:30. And she was done really soon after that, probably 30 minutes the procedure was. But the procedure was successful and she's doing really good now. She's still on her the anesthetic, I think that's what they call it. and she's asleep. She's not on very strong, like, drugs to make her sleep, but she's knocked out. Let me tell y'all about this girl. And I'm sorry if I'm all over the place. I'm really, really tired. And my head's kind of scrambled a little bit. But this little girl is supposed to be at least asleep for the rest of the day or until tomorrow morning. Well, yeah, she was supposed to be asleep. She would probably wake up either tonight or late tomorrow. She was waking up like an hour after. She was opening her eyes and moving her little toes. Like, she's not all the way awake, but you can tell that she's trying to wake up. So they went ahead and gave her morphine just in case she goes ahead and wakes up, so she won't like be in pain or anything. They're gonna start her feeds back if she goes ahead and go ahead and wake up. And the plan is that they will remove any fluid buildup every day. It will be an everyday thing that they go in and manually pull fluid from her. They pulled 10 cc's off of her brain with this surgery, and the fact that it was 10 cc's of fluid, 10 mLs of fluid up there, it threw me, because she's so little, and that could have been so bad if nobody was paying attention to the growth of her, like her circumference growth, because most people wouldn't notice it right off the bat that her head was growing. But I'm glad they did that, and that she's doing okay right now. They intubated her again, but they did a blood gas on her probably like an hour ago, and it showed that her CO2 levels were high, which means they're helping her a little bit too much. And they were just like, yeah, she don't really need our help. So they're planning on extubating her soon. I told them not to rush, because like she needs to rest, and they think she needs to rest too. But if she stays asleep, just keep her intubated, because she just needs to rest. She just had surgery. I want her to have a load off, at least for like a couple extra hours. But yeah, my baby's doing really good. The shunt, it doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. That's another thing I was worried about, because I thought it would be so big that whenever she gets older, I don't want her to look at herself and look at her shunt and just think bad things and stuff like that, because I've met people who have shunts and they don't like them. I just want her to know that we did this for her, and that she's beautiful with or without a shunt. This baby is so beautiful. When I saw her after the surgery, I like to say, "Oh, my pretty baby," because she's just so pretty and she's so cute, y'all. I wish I could show y'all her, but not yet. Y'all will see her sooner or later. But yeah, she's doing really good. She'll get her her, like, the shunt that what is it called? I'm really tired. I'm not thinking straight. Not temporary. Her permanent shunt. More permanent shunt. As she gets bigger. I think they said she has to be around 1,800 kilos. And if I'm not mistaken, that's somewhere like around 4 pounds. Something like that. I'm pretty sure hold on. Let me see. Yeah, that's somewhere around like 4 pounds. Right now, she weighs last time we checked, she weighed 2 pounds, 1 ounce. But the neonatal doctor that came in there today and was talking to me about her surgery and everything, and about the shunt, he said that she was a little under a kilo, which is 2 pounds, even though we just had her weighed. But I'm thinking maybe she lost a little weight between now and then. But either way, she's going to get weighed tonight. So when I call and check up on her, I'll make sure I ask. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I have right now. And I'll see you guys with my next update. Bye. Hey you guys, it's November 27th. It's going on at 9 o'clock. And I just decided to go ahead and give you guys an update since Carmen did have her surgery yesterday. She's doing so good right now. I was really scared at first because I didn't know the extent of the surgery, but it was primarily small. It was a 20-minute surgery. It was like 20 to 30 minutes, really. Um, she has a reservoir in the front left portion of her head to drain off that fluid that is building up due to hydrocephalus. And they just come in and manually drain 10 cc's every day. And that's been going really good. She woke up fully this morning, and they extubated her around like I think around like 2 o'clock. Wait, no, they extubated her around like 4:30, because that's when they called me about it. But yeah, she's back to her non-invasive. She is highly annoyed. She didn't want anybody messing with her. She would cry and have a fit when anybody go in there and mess with her. So we just put her on her belly, and she just wanted to sleep. She would like every now and then she would do what she normally does and just wake up and look around, and but she just wanted to sleep. Really, she was moving around trying to scoot up in her bed. They gave her pain meds yesterday. I don't think they gave it to her any. Well, yeah, they gave it to her this morning too, but they haven't given her anything else because she hasn't really acted like she was in pain. Um, well, I'm pretty sure they're gonna give her something else because I just now remembered before I left her heart rate increased, and they said that could be a sign of pain from the baby. But she was resting. She had no, like, she wasn't crying or anything. She was just laying there. She would move occasionally, but her heart rate kept increasing. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna give her something else. Niayle, she's still doing good. She had a couple DSATs while I was there. She had like one Brady, but they said it's because she pulled her non-invasive out of her nose, and she loves to do that now. She loves to grab on her face and just pull everything off. But yeah, the girls are getting so they just growing so fast, and it's like I don't want to say oh they're so big, they're getting so big because they're still tiny, but they're growing so fast. As of right now, Niayle is 2 pounds and 5 ounces, and Karmin is 2 pounds 3 ounces. So Karmin really caught up, even though she's on and off her feedings back and forth. But she's still getting those fluids to make up for what she's not getting in breast milk, and that's she's gaining weight with it. So, and as of her with her surgery, that since the fluid buildup is like being maintained, it should help her to not Brady as much, not have DSATs as much, and it should help her to be able to increase her feeds. So hopefully within a couple days or so, she'll be able to increase her feeds. Other than that, the girls have been pretty much the same. They've been doing really good. Niayle went back up to 17 ml. She moved down yesterday because her belly was a little bit big, but they moved her back up today, and she's on the 26 calories of 45, and she's been managing that pretty well. So yeah, my girls are doing really good, and yeah. Oh yeah, I took pictures of Niayle today without her non-invasive. I took pictures the last Thursday of Karmin without her non-invasive, and I just wish that I could show y'all these girls because it showed like before and right now. But I want to wait until they come home to do like a before and after, just to show you guys their progress, because these babies grow so fast. And the nurses were telling me yesterday, little black girls are the queens of the NICU. They thrive. Like, it's statistical, statistically speaking, the little black girls do have the highest percentage when it comes to thriving in the NICU. There are studies out there that show that, and I was just like, okay, that has to be what it is, because these girls are doing so good and they are so strong, and I love them so much. I love my babies. But yeah, tomorrow is Thanksgiving, And since the surgery for Carmen was kind of unexpected, we didn't expect it to happen. I think I'm gonna stay here with the girls because I don't know. I just don't. I wouldn't feel right going home and leaving my girls up here for a whole day. So I don't know. I told my fiance that it's okay. He can just go and celebrate with his family, and then he can come up here after everything is taken care of. Like we have bills that are due Friday, and I know that he wants to spend time with his family, so I'm not gonna hold him back from that. He can go and spend time with his family, and then he can drive up to Thompson, pay those necessary bills, and then come up there with me and the girls since there shouldn't be anything else that he needs to do after, well, after Friday. And he doesn't work those days, so I'm expecting him to come up here and stay with us then. I want him to be able to rest and stuff too because he works so much. But yeah, hopefully I can start working soon. The GM for the McDonald's up here, they know about me working there. I talked to my boss, so yeah, hopefully I can start working soon. These videos might be even less frequent than what they are right now, but I will make sure I keep getting you guys updates. Oh yeah, and another update I have is I increased my pumping volume. I started, well, I was doing around like 6 times a day, and I moved up to 8 times, and now I'm at 10 through like 12 times a day. I just need to start my at-home storage, and I got 2 bags of milk already pumped and in the freezer. I'm gonna do 2 bags a day from 10 o'clock and then at 12:15. Those 2 pumps will go in the freezer so I can take them home when the girls come home. And we'll have a stash already, and I won't have to work so hard. Well, I'm still gonna build onto my stash, but I won't have to work as hard because there's some already there. And if I can't pump at the time where the girls want it, like if I don't have anything pumped by the time the girls want to eat, I'll just breastfeed them. But if I don't feel like breastfeeding, I always have that stash. So, yep, that's all I really have for tonight, and I will be back tomorrow to talk to you guys. Hopefully this video will be out by tomorrow after I do that update. So, bye you guys. Hey you guys, I wanted to do a quick video because I haven't been doing any. I've been taking the time to myself. I just want to let you know that the girls are doing really good. Carmen's handling her reservoir very well. They've been draining fluid off of her every day, and they're going to continue to do it every day until she shows that she won't need it, or until she's big enough for the shunt. Both of the girls have been doing really good. The episodes have died down a lot since they first started, but that's all I have to tell you guys for today, and I'll probably upload a video again soon. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Continue to pray for these girls, and yeah, I'll see you guys next update. Bye.